So in our last class, we learned building website using AI. Correct. AI, you can pick a template, right? So today's class, I'll discuss how we used to build before AI emergence, right? So the usual way or method of building the website. See, when you install the WordPress, by default, you will have the WordPress editor, which is for free, right? But using that builder, you won't be able to build a beautiful website. It's quite tedious. You again need certain amount of HTML knowledge.
Which on WordPress?
WordPress. You see, if you are planning to build appealing websites, you need an appealing builder, good builder. We builder last time we were discussing, right? Elementor, WP Bakery, Flagsum, right? There are many other builders. Even I haven't used all of them. I have used Elementor, I have used WP Bakery, I have used Flagsum, and apart from this, I think I have used one more. Okay, and now coming to this, where are our domains? Websites.
Website, what are
A website builder.
I think I have sent it. I mentioned.
In the WhatsApp group, I guess.
Beaver Builder, Elementary.
Yes, Beaver Builder I mentioned today. Yes, Beaver Builder, Elementor, WP Bakery, Flagsum. Okay, right. So now I'll show it to you how we can build a web page if it's a regular website. I'll just go to all pages and see. See now, if you could, we have already built a website. I'll show it to you. Correct. Few days back we have already built a website. Right. This is our website. Correct. And how did we build? There was no effort at all. We did not learn how to build it. We just used the AI. Correct. So now, if you had the responsibility of building a web page like this, you have to understand how much effort it goes in building a page like this, right? We'll look into that effort today. Okay. See, all these pages are also automatically created. Now, if you are planning to create any new web page, let's say you are planning to create your page about you, about me. Okay. So you have to click on Add New, About Us, Contact Us, or if you are planning to build a new home page, a different look and feel, later you are going to assign that for your home page, the first page. Welcome to the blog editor. See, this is the default editor for WordPress, right? I'll show it to you how this works. Next, even I use this very rarely. I'll add the title about. Let's assume this is my personal portfolio. Okay. So now how I will build is click on this plus. So I want to put an image or heading. Let me click on browse all. Right, using all of these options, you can build a website. Let's start using this options now. Okay, so I'll put a heading. Your attractive heading. I'll write this is the okay, or maybe I'll write about me, right? About twin of heading. I'm just writing about Manjunath. Next, after this, what would you like to introduce?
Image.
Image. Click on this and click on image. Upload image media library. Let's see if there are any images in the media library. There are images. I can pick one of these images or I can upload it from my computer. Okay. Media library. I'll just pick some image. This seems to be very tiny.
Just here, I think. Hide it.
We can adjust. We can edit the style and advanced. We can adjust it. Pick a bigger image. So see, you have to pick the proper aspect ratio. See, image that is height is more, you cannot try to stretch it. So the image quality will be impacted. something like this is fine to use it as a banner image. Okay, so settings, width, height you can define. It's auto. Maybe width I'll put 400, 1200, 1100, 900. See, you see the difference? I'll put 1200. 1200 is the usual size of yours. I'll put this 400. Okay. Right. Next, I want to add browse all. Maybe I want to add
What is the countdown timer?
timer. Okay, I'll show.
Okay, you put website timer.
You can put here select date, time. So if you're selecting all the details, so now we have selected 26th, right? It says 6 days 23 hours. You can select time also here 5:28.
Like if you give some ads, something like that, you give some
Offers,
webinar
it's
ads,
webinars,
sales.
it's going to end in the next few
That's
minutes.
what,
So that's why this is useful. Okay. And the next is
What is block quote?
we'll use all of these options. So you get the text in quotes. That's all. That's block quote. Where is block quote here?
Takes to countdown.
Yeah, you see, the text has come in, so there will be a line also before this. So if I publish this, you will get to see. About me. So this will be your slug. This is called as slug. Okay.
What it is
This is called as slug.
slunk.
Slug. SLUG slug. So this is completely called as URL. Okay. About me, about Manjunath, I have put the image, I have put a quote, the block quote you said, right? And I have put the timer, and I can continue to add more sections to the web page. So for that, what will I do? I'll again click on edit here. So edit page. So if you had installed Elementor, below this edit page, when you hover, it shows edit with Elementor or edit with WordPress Builder. We'll try installing Elementor also. You will get to see that. Right, next I'll add other sections. Maybe paragraph, I can add block quote, content timeline, form, icon list, image gallery. See, this is how it looks.
Inline notice, okay. Post carousel.
We should start using every option that we see here one by one. Okay, you want to split the screen into 4 different pieces, you can use this option, container. You want to split it into 2 different pieces, you can use this. Okay, I don't want this, I'll remove this, delete. Okay, gone. So I'll introduce another container. Are you getting it? I want to split the screen to 2 pieces. I want to split the screen to 3 pieces. Right? I want to split this. Not collage. See, to the left side, I'll put a form.
No, so the pattern looks like a collage kind of thing. Whatever you want to do.
No, see, now it is something like this. See, I want to split the screen to 2. One left side, this, one right side, like this. Right? So in HTML, we write it into rows and columns. But now here, we will use this option. And now here, I can pull the form. So now here, where is form? So I will drag and drop this to here. Okay. So big, right? Okay. To the left side, you got the form, and this above form can be deleted. It's gone. And to the right side, you can start adding the text. can add, see it all needs patience now. Either you should know HTML to build a beautiful web page, or you should have patience to use all these options one by one, dragging and dropping, right? So what I'll do is I'll give access to you all to one of the websites, start practicing it here. Okay, so I can add any piece of text here. It can be of any length, and in this section you can add more blocks or sections. Right, again you want to add image. See, now I have clicked next time. I can add image. I can add anything. I have basically split screen to two different pieces. And you have got multiple options. This is 1/4 to the left and 3/4 to the right, or you can do the other way around as well. Right? And if I save this, I'm saving this page. Review. Okay. See, now you don't need any builder also, right? So if you're not happy with this builder, see, people see using this builder only, you can build a beautiful website, but you need a lot of patience to do that.
You're doing on WordPress only.
This is WordPress only. This is all WordPress only, and again you have to configure this form. Form configurations will be in a different place. I think we have used Sure Forms. So WP Forms, Sure Forms, or Contact Form 7.
What is Sure Forms?
See, all of these are, this is e-commerce website forms, I think. See, now on a website you want to collect phone number, email ID, all these things, right? And for this we use plugin on WordPress usually. And this plugin can be Contact Form 7. So plugin builders can be anybody, correct? So now grocery app, Big Basket can be a grocery app, Amazon can be a grocery app, correct? Or Blinkit, or it can be anything, correct? So same way here, if you want to use any functionality for your websites, so ideally now you have to write a JavaScript. We all understood for any functionality on the front end, we need JavaScript. For any beautification, we need CSS, and for presenting the content, we need HTML. And this HTML and CSS thing usually will be taken care by the builders, right? And now the functionality components can be added through builders, but the functionality components are basically other modules or pieces of JavaScript which we install, and they are called as plugins. So the functionality needed for your website can be installed. The functionality needed for your website are basically the plugins. The functionality needed for your website, drag and drop functionality is needed. This is all functional thing, right? And how is it coming? It is coming when you install the plugin, and plugin is again a piece of code needed for you to have that functionality. Okay, clear? So now this way you have got Sure Forms. This by default has installed Sure Forms. We have WP Forms, and you can install the Contact Form 7, and there are a couple of other forms. If we go to the plugins, you will get to see them. Installed plugins. Maybe I can turn off one of them, Sure Forms, or maybe some other. Add new plugin. Whenever you want to add new plugin, I'll just type Contact Form and see how many comes up. Of all this WP Forms and Contact Form 7 are very popular. The Contact Form 7, 10 million active installations. WP Form, 6 million. So this is the most popular. And apart from this, you have Forminator forms, Fluent forms. There's so many. It's like you're. So you're using a form here where this form. This form, if you're filling this, since front end can be built using your any builder, but functionality part, when you are putting a wrong password or this is needed, right? Be made validation, and after clicking on submit, the submission has to happen, and the submitted one has to be stored and the email also has to be triggered. All this is a functional component. It needs functionality, and for this functionality you need a piece of JavaScript. Will you be able to write this JavaScript? You won't be able to write a JavaScript if you are not a developer. So that's why what we do is we install one of these plugins which will have all of this functionality inbuilt. Which functionalities are inbuilt? A functionality which says first name is needed, second name is needed, email needed, message needed, and after submit, the submission happens. The submission happens because of that script, because of that functionality is defined.
Where it is submitted and to our, we get the data to us.
Yes, you get the email. You get an email.
How do we get that?
We have to configure that email. That's why I'm showing you first step. I'm showing you the plugins. So first thing you have to do is if you want any contact form filled to be, if you have to receive email ID or if you have to store the data, you have to start using one of these contact forms.
Can you open this WP forms? What's the difference between that two and one?
See, this is from a different developer. This is from a different developer. So
Just want to understand like what exactly.
you will not understand the difference because it's a code. It's a code.
No, the look at least.
Look, I'll show it to you. So we have already installed WP7, right? Okay, it was here. Yeah, WP forms, all forms. So this interface, what you see here, it's starting from here. It's all related to WP forms plugin. If I install contact 7, so all this interface, everything is coming from WP form. Add new. I can click add new here or here. So the way how they work is different, but the goal or objective of each of this form is to collect the details of the user and send it to the email ID you are going to configure, plus also store them. Let's go. So there's so many options. Simple contact form, you can build it, use templates. So now WP form has given so many options. Contact forms will have different things. Zomato will have different options to book order your food, and Swiggy will have different, correct? But ultimately both of them are getting food from the same restaurants. Same way both of these forms are getting contact details from the same website. Capturing from the same, but way how they operate, the function, the features. So few developers, few WordPress builders. Now you all will be WordPress developers. If you are learning all of this, if you are practicing all of this, you all will become WordPress developer. So let's say we are discussing more about the WP forms in the class. You are very much comfortable with the WP forms. You will continue to use WP forms because contact form 7 will have a different interface. It all would look different, right? So you can customize all of this now by dragging and dropping. How your form should look like. Phone number is not there, so what I'll do, see, upgrade. So otherwise I'll have to simply pick number. See, they are not giving this for charity. They want to sell their services, they want to make some money.
That's why address and all is charging.
So they, see now look at this, if you want more feeds, you want to go with paid version, right? And how much does they cost? Let's see. Upgrade Pro. So premier solution for smart business owners. $300. Everything in Pro. Okay, what is Pro? Basic. Basic is 49. See, they are done ulta. Usually people will start from this. So now usual mindset is always the lowest will be displayed first, right? People will not see all of this. Just click on get started and they'll purchase. If you are price centric, that's when you will start paying attention to all of this. Right now, use on one site unlimited forms, unlimited submissions, unlimited users, all essential features, form templates. Okay, they are giving all of them. Now next plus, use on 3 sites, use on 5 sites, use on unlimited sites. Okay. So now $49, how much it is? $50. So close to 4,000 rupees. Correct. So now WordPress, do you think WordPress is cheaper? Just one plugin that you need is costing you 4,000 rupees. It's not just one plugin. Now you might need multiple plugins as well based on your business need. That doesn't mean you have to always download plugins or you have to pay for the plugins. You can manage your website without plugins, without all of the paid plugins. We have a couple of websites where we don't use a single plugin. I mean, paid plugin. We use a lot of plugins, but all of them are free. Mostly the free plugin features will suffice for a business most of the times. So if you explicitly need additional features, that's when you have to go with the paid ones. Okay. So now there are two problems in building website this way. See, one is you are putting so much of energy in building beautiful web page, correct? Because a default template of your website doesn't see now your website template. We have applied one template Astra. If you all could recall, we applied one template called Astra. This is the template. See, this template at the very top level has colors defined, borders defined, spacing defined, a lot of things are defined. Now we are using the skeleton, and we started building the web page. So it will be still within that scope. Though it is, see, now get started is remaining same, color remains same. We did not build, right? This is top level skeleton or structure of your website. Now to build a beautiful web page, I have to put so much effort. So usually I will not prefer this method. Either if it's a namesake website, we will go with AI or pre-built templates. Even the about us, contact us, everything will be pre-built. We don't build. See, you can build everything from scratch. The front page, about us page, contact us page, everything you can build it from scratch. Do you have that much time? Second thing, do you have an expertise, hands-on experience building that? Third thing, will you be able to assure a quality, good-looking page? Right? But then you should practice and you should be capable of doing all of those things. Right? So fourth thing, so whatever features or options you need, you might have to purchase them. Right? So what we will do is, now using this, you can build a beautiful e-commerce website also. I'll show you that as well. I'll install this. So now this form also, all the fields that you need, you have to build. Correct? Now, similarly, if you need, let me close this. Right, if you want to convert this website to an e-commerce website. So what should you be doing if you want to convert this e-commerce website? You need all e-commerce features. Yes. Okay. Okay. So now I want to convert this to an e-commerce website. So for that, what I have to do is, I can again go to add new plugin. So the most popular and compatible plugin for WordPress website is Woocommerce. You can Woocommerce, WOOCOMMERCE. You can search Woocommerce, okay, or simply search commerce, e-commerce. You probably see Woocommerce in the first with highest number of installations, 8 million plus installations.
We can use Woocommerce for Shopify also.
Shopify is something similar to WooCommerce. See, now as a web development company, I can build all the functionalities that you need. All the functionalities that you need. It's something like this, I'll tell you. So Nike, let's assume Nike manufactures shoe for the first time. There is no shoe concept, there's no shoe at all. It manufactures for the first time and it gives a name as Nike. Correct? So what is the expectation from the shoe? You should have an option to insert your leg, correct? Lace, right? The sole inside, the base, grip, a lot of things are taken care in the shoe, right? Now again, Reebok will come and introduce a similar product and they will call it as Reebok. Same way, see now basically whether it is Nike or Reebok, what is there?
Shoes.
The same option: tie lace, inside sole, base, grip base, right? And above the colors might change slightly, the shapes might change, the quality of the material used might change, right? So same, but then the inbuilt, the necessary features for your footwear, what all is needed, it's going to be the same regardless of the brand. The same is the case here. WooCommerce is all about all the e-commerce features needed for your business, starting from uploading a product to your website. Now tell me, where will you upload a product to your website? Is there any option for you to upload a product to your website? There's no option. So if you receive an order, will you be able to see where your order is received? There's no option. There's nothing as such, right? Now I will download a package which will have all of it. I'm not going to buy lace from one shop, sole from one shop, and I'm not going to bring all of them and manufacture a shoe. I'm simply buying a shoe which has everything inbuilt, has it, right? So same is the case with your e-commerce plugin or application, right? So you can develop, see now using this WordPress, you can develop all the e-commerce functionalities if you know PHP. This is built in PHP. This WordPress is built in PHP. You are downloading a top level skeleton and you can start building your e-commerce features. I don't have time. I don't know the technology. I don't know PHP. Even if I'm knowing PHP, let's assume I am the best PHP developer. Even after knowing it, I don't want to do it because doing it all might take 1 year time, 6 months time, 3 months time.
Keep testing, keep testing.
And it's now when it comes to plugins, especially these plugins are called as now open source plugins. Open source, what is open source?
Anybody uses it.
Open source is built by a community and it's freely available for everybody. If I am building it, I can sell it. That's not open source. I am building it and I am selling it to any number of people. That's not open source. If it is built and made available to everybody for free and regularly, constantly keeps upgrading. 1 second. Hello. Hello. So if everybody is able to contribute or upgrade it, that's a open source. A community is basically contributing regularly for it. It's not that one time built and made available. No. Throughout, they will be contributing. They will be making enhancements. So WordPress is one such open source platform. WooCommerce is another open source platform from the community. Okay. So now you can decide to install which e-commerce plugin is needed for you. So SureCart is one. SureCart is one. SureCart, WooCommerce, EasyWID by Lightspeed. See, these are all different. These are not all. This is e-commerce plugin, e-commerce product catalog plugin for WordPress. This is not e-commerce plugin. Shopping cart and e-commerce. This is an e-commerce plugin. But if you look at this, huh?
You have an LMS for that also.
LMS is different. LMS is a learning management system, so which will have options mainly to upload the content and all, which also comes with which again needs WooCommerce along with it. See, when you see WooCommerce basically manages all these payment things also. Even if you're not uploading any products, WooCommerce is still needed to capture the payments.
LMS also captures that.
LMS will use again WooCommerce, or LMS application should have that inbuilt. But most of these LMS plugins will not build that feature. They will again install WooCommerce, right? So I can manufacture a plastic leg, correct, with a shoe already for it, or I'll just manufacture a plastic leg shoe. I will tell get it from outside and wear it. So LMS can be manufactured that way, where it can have the payment process, everything part of it, payment gateway, everything. Not payment gateway, the payment taking options, the payment control options, or it can combine with WooCommerce. Majority of these people don't invest time. They just try to use WooCommerce features itself. We will see them as well. Okay. Right. Now, so now if you look at this, always prefer that's popular, that's updated. See, last updated 2 days ago. 8 million plus active installations indicate this. Even if there is any issue with this, will get addressed immediately. Most popular, most suitable, most compatible with all versions of the WordPress. On your mobile phones, you will be updating your softwares, right? Same is the case. You have to update this WordPress application also. It shows in the top. You have to update this WordPress. You have to update this plugin. like how it shows the apps. So you can install this. So it's installed. You have to activate this. Now look at this. Do you see anywhere WooCommerce? No, right? I'll activate it. You get to see so many options around WooCommerce.
Products, analytics, marketing.
You see here, all these are coming from WooCommerce, right? So this is where you publish your products. There are no products. So create product. So I click on create product. So I call this as test product. Product description. This is the product's description, and this is basically the complete details about the product that you want to communicate, right? Maybe I will do one thing. I'll launch a product. Let's say wheat. Okay, wheat grains, right? I'll just calling it as wheat. And what is this wheat? If at all, if you have to put that in some category, you can put that in a category called grains or grocery. You are, as a business owner, you can decide how you want to categorize them, correct? So now I'm categorizing them as grains. Add new category. If you are not adding any category, by default it all will be uncategorized, right? So I want some image also for this. So I can upload, my person has done a photo shoot, I can upload from my computer a very good image of the wheat. So let's assume this is wheat. I can use it from the library or I can upload the file. Search images from the internet, I can pick the stock images, wheat. Okay. So what all have you updated here? Wheat, image of the image, product gallery. You must have seen, right? Sometimes it's not just one product, multiple photos. So then you have to click on this. This will allow you to select multiple images like this, right? So add all the images, correct? And what else? So this is the
parent category.
huh?
Parent category down.
So now you can have a department grocery. Under grocery it can be grains. So now for this the parent becomes
Grains.
grocery.
So how did the grains come in? Because you have created the category above.
Yes, grains I have created.
Okay, that's why it's showing now.
Yes, that's why it is showing here. So I am picking now I can create. So instead of grains I could have created grocery, right? And again one more time I could have created grains and grains assigned to grocery. Okay. Now what else? So your product is a simple product. What is simple product? Simple product is you are willing to put only 1 kg bag or 50 kg bag. There's no variation at all. So in those cases you will go with
Simple.
simple product. So at price of simple product, so all the settings, these are in dollars. You can change all of this under the WooCommerce settings to INR or PAK or SGD or AUD or CAD to any currency, right? Because see now look at this, they have built it that's suitable for everybody on the globe. It's not just for USA or for India. Right? That's the beauty of this platform. So if you ask your developer, by default they will build India only. India only, right? So yeah. So price I'll put regular price is $1.5 and my selling price is just $1 per kg. Okay. So here I haven't put any variation, so I should be writing this is the 1 kg pack and all. Inventory. SKU is stock keeping units. So how many units do you have? 200 units. So if you are updating, it shows it minuses as you get orders. It keeps minusing and automatically it goes to out of stock also. Once you have received those expected number of orders, we will usually remove it. It manages the
Logistics and the inventory control.
yes. Not really inventory control. So based on the information that you provide, it would display it on the front end for the user. Okay. So GTIN UPC.
2 left, 3 left.
Yes. Okay. So you can straight away keep this as out of stock. You can keep it in stock and you can add the units. Stock management here. Units you are going to add it here. See quantity 1. Okay. Do not allow back orders. Back orders is they will place an order and then you will. It's not that it's readily available, but then they are giving a requirement. I need this product. That's back order. Okay. Allow but notify customer. Allow. So when you allow but notify customer, you are allowing them to back order but notifying customer this is not in stock, but then we have to produce this and send it to you, something like that. Allow is casually, it just allows. Even though it is out of stock, it would allow you. Do not allow, you won't be able to place the order at all. So store-wide threshold, you'll have information here. When product stock reaches this amount, you will be notified by email. So as a business owner, you should be knowing even when there are 2 pieces left or 5 pieces left, 10 pieces left, you can put that input here. It automatically notifies this product has only 2 pieces left. Please get the inventory and maintain it. You can put it to 10. Some businesses 10 pieces orders might get over in a week, and for you to get the stock also might take 1 week time, right? So you can put 10. Or in a week you will be able to sell only 2, and very next day itself you can manage the stock. So in those cases you can put notify me when there are only 2 pieces or 3 pieces. So it again depends on the business. So limit purchases to 1 item per order. You don't have to do that. You are restricting people. No businesses restricts allowing them to buy only 1 piece, right? 1 per order. So, but then there is an option.
It is done on Flipkart.
Which product?
Any product, no?
When there is an offers.
Offers.
Yes.
It is done on Flipkart.
So GTIN is Global Trade Identity Number. Okay. Every product that you sell will have a Global Trade Identity Number. Okay. So how do you get those numbers on Amazon? It automatically suggests. So now you have to Google it and understand what is GTIN for your. See, why are they giving on WordPress? You don't have to do anything with these numbers, but sometimes from WordPress you can link it to Amazon also using some plugins. So if you are already maintaining data here, automatically the same data passes to Amazon. This being the reason they seem to have given this option for you, which was not there earlier. So they keep upgrading, adding more and more features every time. So I'll not fill any of these things. That's perfectly fine. So shipping. So now shipping now, delivery or any other shipping partner companies, website can be configured, their application can be configured with your e-commerce. So automatically based on this, see this is 1 kg bag, right? I'll put weight in kg 1, length, height, width, I have to put dimension. See how this logistic shipping companies charge, they charge based on weight or based on volumetric weight, right? What is volumetric weight?
Volumetric is basically the volume which it holds. How much it is.
Correct. Basically, the volume it could hold. So, for example, 1 kg weight, right? So they would charge you for only 1 kg weight because this fits in a small container, small box. But when it comes to puffed rice or cotton, puffed rice, you take puffed rice.
Yes.
Just 500 grams would take 2 kg space. Now they won't bill you on 500 grams, shipping companies. They will bill you on
Volume.
2 kgs. So volumetric weight is calculated by some formula divided by 5000 something. Length, width, height divided by 5000 will give you the volumetric height. Okay. So that's the reason they'll ask for this data. This data, even without filling this data, you can still go ahead and publish your product. But when your product shipping charges have to be calculated based on the product weight or the product dimensions, the data becomes useful. That's why there is an input field already kept. So my suggestion is compulsorily try filling these details. See, on one of our platform we are not filling it. We found it difficulty when we configured it with the third party shipping company apps. Okay.
But generally, like if I want to courier something,
Yeah.
I don't know how e-commerce you are telling it works on automatic. But if I want to courier something, they take it on kg. They charge on kg. Like if I go to VRL or Blue Dart or something like that, generally charge, they measure the weight, it's 3% only, then they do it.
You take this type of food rice, 1 kg puffed rice in a big box. Now they will not weigh and charge you on basis of that. They will calculate the volumetric weight. They will start measuring the dimensions of it. See, you are carrying most of the times the products that you carry are their volumetric weight is lesser than their actual weight. The moment when they find the volumetric weight is higher than the physical product weight, the actual product weight,
Oh,
they would start charging you based on you have never taken a product which has got huge volumetric weight. You must have probably taken documents or actual products which has got weight, correct?
correct.
So they will simply weigh it and they will say, okay, this is 1 kg, half kg, and I'll charge you on basis of that. You take one puff rice, 250 grams of puffed rice, they'll not charge you for 250 grams. They don't even prefer to explain you because for them, everybody are laymen, they will not understand what a volumetric weight is. They'll speak, no, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ರೇಟ್ ಅದು, right? They treat everybody as laymen. They don't put any effort. See, probably they will also not know. Their manager or team lead or boss, somebody have told. They'll just blindly follow. Okay. So linked product. While you are selling wheat, you want to show other grains as well. Let's take jowar or ragi, right? Anything,
Any millets.
foxtail millet or maybe pearl millet, any millet. So you can add all those products, but they will show up here only when they are already published. Are you all following this? They show up here only when they are already published. So if you have to connect it, first publish all of your 10-20 products and then later come edit this product and start mapping the products. Any idea what is upsell and cross sell?
Upsell which comes in the high category. Upsell is you're directly selling, and cross sell is basically you're getting a link, tie-up, affiliating kind of thing.
What is upselling and cross selling? Upselling is you have purchased, let's say, a bike. You have purchased a bike and I am selling you a pair of gloves or helmets.
Which is related to the product.
Product.
That
Next
is
level of
cross-selling.
next level. No. There's a. I'll tell you cross sell. I'll explain cross sell also. Then you will understand the difference. I'll come there. Okay. So you are trying to sell the next level of items needed for your first level of product. You have purchased the bike, right? Helmet and gloves you are planning to sell. That is upselling, right? So now cross selling is you have come to purchase a plastic water bottle and you are not selling that plastic water bottle, but rather you prefer to sell a copper water bottle. That is cross selling.
Okay. Different
You have come to purchase a bike. Instead of selling bike to you, I am selling a car to you. You got it? Upselling is basically selling the next level of products in line. See, it all has to be related with the original product. Upsell, usually people think they have come to purchase bike and I have sold the car to them. That is upselling. No. That is cross-selling. Upselling is they have bought a product, you know the next level of product that they would show interest in purchasing is.
Correct, you get it in Myntra. If you buy some kurta, then you get shoes, handbags, ties.
And you know, all of this is based on data. They have an artificial intelligence machine learning built, and automatically, let's say they have 1 lakh women purchasing the products regularly. They go through their data, they start analyzing, understanding women. Okay, so after buying this, what has she usually bought? They read all 10 million database or 100 million database. Out of this, they make interpretations. So, for example, if you give me a school children data, I will plot a pivot and I'll start understanding out of the school children data there are 10,000 students. Out of this 10,000 students, 6,000 students are girls and 4,000 students are boys. And girls age group is highest number of age groups are falling in this age group. So this is interpretation. You have given me a raw data and I start interpreting something out of the data. Same way, all these e-commerce businesses, based on the data, they start interpreting certain things. So now their interpretation can be super smart or it can be nothing. So now you give the data to somebody sitting next to me. They will say, okay, I have received the school data and it has 10,000 details. Beyond that, they are not interpreting something smart, something intelligent. So now the next level involvement is, so we found these many students are paying the fees on time and they all seem to be affiliate. Right? These many students income level seems to be, their parents income seems to be very high, very good, and these category students income is not that good. So we try, so these for these parents we will start selling a new sports games package, drawing class package, that package, this package, and you can go to any level understanding the data. Correct, right? That's what. So person can be dumb about the data or can start interpreting anything out of the data and can make revenue out of it. So now Myntra, Amazon, Flipkart, every platform suggests and everybody's engine works in a different way. My mind works in a different way, your mind would work in a different way. Correct? A school mind will work in a different way. They'll be completely commercial. They'll start thinking, they will not, okay, we will give a discount to these parents who are all from middle class. They think these parents are all affluent and they will target the affluent parents. Correct? Somebody, maybe 1% in the system might think, okay, so they all seem to be struggling with making the payments for the school fees. Let's add a concession or let's not make any other burden to them. Right? People would, then I don't think people will think. I'm just trying to help you understand the difference between.
Even scholarship they don't give.
Yes.
What they give.
So I'm telling you how people can use data or interpret things, right? Based on their goals or objectives, people interpret. So e-commerce businesses can interpret it any different way. That's why you see some platforms suggesting you really interesting products. So exactly the same happens with the ads that you see on YouTube as well. The marketers, we will see all of those things, how to target and all. It's amazing. So how you target, on what basis you will target, and that's why you see, you feel like, okay, this is completely relevant to me. I was planning to buy it, and you are seeing the ad.
Yeah.
You chat something on Instagram chat, the next moment you will start seeing the same kinds of reels.
Yes.
Okay. So algorithms are built so intelligently. It's all about data. Data is called as the new money now. Correct? With the data, if you could make right interpretations, that's going to get the revenue for you. If you couldn't make right interpretations, people will stop using Instagram also. Without data, they cannot suggest you something very relevant, something that you fall for. Correct? Right? Okay.
So
Coming.
upselling can also lead to cross-selling.
Upselling can also, yes. See, upselling, you can refer to cross sell based on user again. So if you, the moment you understand this user, instead of brand one gloves, let me sell brand two gloves.
No, I'm telling you, upselling. Like for example, I went to Myntra to buy kurta, and I end up, because of that suggestions down, I end up buying shoes. That is my question.
Okay.
So then it is cross-selling only. No?
The
Instead of
cross selling.
instead of kurta, I end up buying shoes.
Yes. Yes. Correct. Okay. So these things can be attributed to your weight only when you have the products. As of now, we haven't even published a single product, right? So that's why you will not see any products here. The moment you have 10-20 products published, you will start seeing all of them, and you can pick respective one. Minimum 3 products have to be picked, and you can pick any number of Sorry, not minimum 3, you can pick only one also. So attributes, ignore this. For simple product, you can ignore attributes. Advanced, everything you ignore. Okay. So next is this product short description. What you see is a very key information about the product, which shows next to the image. So you want to make any key communication about your product. This will be the key communication about the product. This is next to the image on your product page. Make sure this has a high pitch and crucial selling communication is made. We'll discuss about what is this all. Okay, but this thing is complete information about your product. If you have benefits, advantages, lot of details, the ingredients, nutritional value, everything, whatever you want to communicate, you can communicate it here. And this is key selling information which goes right to the next to the product.
Okay. We write a product description, we try to put the right keywords also into that.
Yes. That next optimization will discuss that. So now this is how your product page will look like. You see? And now this is the default design of your Astra theme by default, whichever you are using. This can be completely different. We'll look into that in the next class. So we'll look into configuring the payment gateway, how to use the payment gateway. See, now I wrote, right? This will be the key communication about the product. This is next to the image on your product page. Make sure this has a high pitch and crucial selling communication is made. And now here, see, this is the product description. This is basically the complete details about the product that you want to communicate, right? So in the next class, we will discuss variable product. You must have seen, right? Pick the colors, red, green. You will see half kg, 1 kg, 2 kg. That's a variable product. We'll understand how to make your product a variable product as well in the next class. Okay. So e-commerce, this is all e-commerce. Now you have everything. Just that in the settings, you have to go to your settings and you start adding your payment gateway, currencies, couple of things from where you're going to ship, and couple of other details. It's all about playing with the settings. Correct? Clear? We'll understand in the next class couple of things. Then you will be able to correlate how all of this work, and you will be able to start practicing. Okay. So you start.